Hello everyone, my name is Arta and in this video presentation I'm going to show you uh, diagrams and charts that I made. Uh, the data is downloaded from a website and it shows the unemployment rate and other data like continued claims, sum of covered unemployment, and some of initial claims, and other data about different states in during pandemic. Uh, as you see in this chart, I actually chose South Dakota and I compared the sum of continued claims in two different years, 2020 and 2019 in South Dakota. As you see, uh, in May 2020, we had the most number for continued claims, and the other months like June, July, and April and August. We also had the most number for continued claims for unemployment in South Dakota, and maybe because of the pandemic, we had uh, uh, more continued claims than the other uh, months in 2019. Also in other diagram, I kind of compare two different states, South Dakota and Wyoming, in two different years, 2019 and 2020. As you see, unemployment rate is like 9,600 in April 2020 in Wyoming, and this number is higher than this number in South Dakota in the same month. Also, the other chart uh, shows the kind of compares two different states like North Dakota and South Dakota in three different months in 2020. April, March, and May. I mentioned these two states because North Dakota and South Dakota are really close to each other. So as you see, uh, for example, some of initial claims for unemployment in North Dakota in April 2020 is higher than South Dakota. And as you see, in March, uh, also this number in North Dakota is higher than South Dakota. So it shows that the sum of initial claims in North Dakota in March, April, and May are higher than South Dakota. Also in other charts, I focus on in Pennsylvania, and I compare the unemployment rate in this state. And as you see, unemployment rate in April and then in May, July, and June is higher than the other months. For example, in April, the unemployment rate is 16.10, but in, for example, February, this number unemployment rate is 4.7. So February was before pandemic, and April is after spreading the virus. So as you see, unemployment rate increased 4 times. So in Pennsylvania. The other chart also compares the covered employment, and as you see, I just focus on Wyoming state, and I kind of compared the different numbers of covered employment in 2020 in Wyoming. And as you see, in August and February and May, some of covered employment are highest than are highest and are highest. And for example, in January 2020, some of covered employment is less than the other months in Wyoming in 2020. Thank you so much for your listening.